Hello, good evening, everyone. Today we're starting in 10 minutes to wait for other people to join the call. So, if you want to be invited to the call this evening, please do well to reach out to them. Do well to reach out to them now to join the call tonight. It's going to be a great news gained from tonight's business call. So do well to reach out to people that you invited. So tonight we'll be talking about money, finance. We'll be talking about um, the way anyone can, the ways, the ways you can invest money and not just growing, but the money and investment that keeps generating something good. You understand? Not just the familiar, the investment every one of us are too familiar with, but I'm going to share with us two different ways you can grow your money, two different ways you can grow money, two different ways you can invest, and an investment that gives you value, an investment that makes or generates um, money for you consistently. You understand? So it's totally going to be a beginner's guide. You understand? A beginner's guide to investment. So if you're on this call, you are just new to the online, or you are watching this video later on after this live call, you are new in the online space, and you are just trying to navigate through investment you can venture into. There are a lot of people that really have money, but they don't know what to do. They don't know the investment that they can venture into. And if they enter into a wrong platform, a wrong hand, mentor, they are totally going to start losing big. You understand? So before we go into tonight's business presentation, I prepared some slides that I'll be sharing, but I would like everyone to pay good attention because it relates to everything we are doing in this organization. You understand? Everything we are doing in this organization is connected to finance. And if you don't know how to handle this, you're totally going to it's still going to be outdated. You understand? All right. Let me come back to this chart. I'd like to know the people on the call before we proceed. I'd like to know the people on the call before we proceed. On this call, you can hear me clearly. 5111 call. Let me know those that are with me. 5111 call. Okay. Okay. I have a solar. I have growth matter. Um, only Mr. Samson. Only Mr. Samson that is on this call. If you're on this call, please can you type 111? Only Mr. Samson. Only Mr. Samson. Okay, Mr. Samson, can you help me send more messages to the group so that they will join? Send more messages before we go into the slide. Please, 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes after. Uh, what did I have on the call? I have a one on the chat box. If you are coming in, type 111 on the chat box. Okay. Okay, so what will happen is I'm just going to proceed since the call is recorded, it's on YouTube, so anyone can access it any moment, anytime the person wish. But I would have loved if okay, for those that are coming in, if you can hear me, I would like to know those on the call. Just type 111 as we are starting this presentation. Type 111. Let me get those that are on the call. Okay, so let me start. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get started. About investment. So about all right, so we'll be talking about a beginner's guide to investment, which is a path to financial freedom. Now, in case you're on this call, or you're watching this video later, I would like you to pay attention to what I want to share now. Now, to some that, or to some of our community members, um, you all know that everything we are doing, in fact, anything business is a money matter. You understand? And in money matter, there are a lot of things you need to know if you really want to excel in whatever thing, business or career that you are into. You understand? So, and if you are not making the kind of money you want to be making in life, if you are not making the kind of money you want to be making or you want to make, in fact, you want to start making in life, there is a gap you need to fill. And we are going to be talking about that this night. In our community, we are navigating through a stage where every individual will start attracting wealth. That is the stage we are navigating through now. You understand? We are navigating into a stage where you yourself will start attracting wealth. You understand? So, and I would like you to pay attention. You understand? Because if you cannot learn, you cannot earn. Most people are broke from year to year, from month to month, year to year, simply because they are too lazy in learning. If you study their lives, they cannot sit and watch a tutorial video of 30 minutes. They cannot sit down or watch or stay awake in the night and watch a tutorial video of 30 minutes People, if you send them a business video presentation of like 25 minutes, in fact, you yourself, you know that they cannot even watch it. They will just watch the first 3 minutes and they will tell you, I'm done. I'm done watching it. For some of you that have been in affiliate marketing, you understand what I'm saying. Now, those kind of, there is no space for them up in the up. There is no space for them in the in the billionaires, millionaires stages. There is no space for them. Or you understand what I mean? There is no space for them at all. Why? Because they are too lazy in learning. You understand? But this set of people can sit on a Nolly or Hollywood movie, or can sit and watch ball 1 hour plus. For some, they can watch a seasonal movie that takes like minimum of 45 minutes, and they can watch different seasonal movies. It stretch for 3 hours, but they cannot read a content of one page. They cannot read the content of one page. So I would like you to pay attention to what you're going to walk through, because it is an investment you're doing to yourself. So there are a lot of things we're going to be sharing, but I just want you, all that you need is to pay attention, close attention, and we have a key point where we are going to like we're going to talk more of, which is the major thing everyone in our community needs presently. So let's get started. So the next slide, we'll be talking about the importance of investing. The importance of investing. Let me turn my slide this way so that it will be in full. Yes, I think we can all see now, so that you'll be able to see it very clearly. All right, so we'll be talking about the importance of investing. So, investing is essential for financial security and helps build wealth over time, and providing opportunities for growth and stability in every changing economy. I want you to underline that word, in every changing economy. It empowers individuals to achieve their financial goals and dreams. Now, in life, if you do not invest, in fact, the highest risk you can do is the highest risk you can take in life is to is not to, like, for you not to invest. You understand? As we're going to dive deeper, you're going to understand where I'm pointing and what I mean by this. Now, if you don't invest in life, it is a very big risk. Why? Because if there is no investment, there is no reward. When somebody goes to the farm and plant a cassava, plant a yam, it is an investment. You understand? It is an investment. Right? Now, if you do not invest, when others will be harvesting, you just be there and watching. Now, let's talk about wealth building. Compounding interest works in your favor, increasing your investment over time. Now, when you invest, it keeps your money growing. You understand? When you invest, it keeps your money growing. The only secret to wealth in life is investing, and we're going to talk about the two types of investment tonight. The only way secret to wealth is investment. There are people that bought shares in different companies with just like little amount of money, as of like last 15 years, 10 years, 9 years, thereabout. And today they are millionaires. You understand? Why? Because they invested. Not that they invested when they have, no, they understood the power of investment. So if you have not understand the power of investment, you will think that there is a best time to invest. There is never a best time to invest. You understand? So financial freedom, these are the things, the importance of what? Investment. One is building wealth. Investment helps you to build wealth. Second is financial freedom. So investment gives you financial freedom. Investing today can lead to greater financial independence in the future. No one knows where tomorrow is leading. But the fact is that if you do not invest today, tomorrow might be very difficult, because that opportunity you miss today, tomorrow will never be in that the same stage. And if you want to approach it, you cannot really approach it with that version of yourself. Now let me share with this before it escapes my mind. Now the reason why people find it difficult in stages in life is because they were afraid to invest in their yesterday. Now let's take for example that you needed to do an investment of $200 yesterday. And sorry, my network breaked. So that $200 would have given you like let me say 350,000 thereabout presently. You understand? And if that opportunity is still there, do you think that that 3 years you can actually buy $200 with you can buy $200 with how much? How much? You can buy it with 170, 170 something thousand. Yes, if I'm not, is it 170 something thousand? $200? No. As of when dollar was 900. Okay, so let me somebody should, I don't know if anybody can help us and do the calculation. 900, when dollar was 900, 950, can do 900 times multiply it by 200, you will see it will give about 190,000. Yes, 190,000, right? 190,000 if I'm not mistaken, or 100 and something thousand. Now if you want to approach that investment presently, it's going to cost you more than 200 and it's more than 300,000. More than 300,000. Why? Because you failed to invest that money. And if you are coming now, it is already in a higher level, which is not in your level again. For you to get to that level, in order to invest that kind of money, you need to expand your capacity. And if you cannot do that, you will keep on missing that, because every opportunity that is approaching you will be in the level you're supposed to be yesterday. You understand? So I'm sharing this, is not on my slide, but I'm sharing this because it's very important that you grab every opportunity of investment. You understand? Every opportunity of investment that is good risk to reward is a good one to take. It is not an advice, but I'm telling you based on knowledge. Now, I'm not telling you investing in money, like using, putting money in I'm coming to that point where I'm going to break the investment, the types of investment, and the two major investments that anyone can do. You understand? All right, so let's take the fourth one, which is security and stability. If you are facing challenges in terms of finance, it is because there is not enough money coming in. And if there is not enough money In a stage where not enough money is not coming in, that means there are investments you missed yesterday. It is not this thing. It is totally pure fact. I'm telling you, if the money coming in today is not really enough, that means you missed opportunity yesterday. You've missed an opportunity yesterday. And if you miss an opportunity yesterday, today is going to be totally different because it's coming with a different phase of life, a different stage of life, which is the stage you're supposed to be today. And because of either fear of unknown or whatsoever reasons you miss that opportunity, it cannot come back in that the same phase. It's coming in a different level, which is what you are being expected to be. You understand? So, investing can provide a safety net during unexpected financial challenges. One of my mentors said, if you are not investing, you are not safe. You understand? It is when you invest, you can be able to, in fact, in investment is when you invest that you can account of tomorrow. Why did I say so? Is because the plant you plant today, you can say, okay, I planted mango tree. I planted mango tree. In the next so years, it's going to start giving me fruit. No matter the years, I planted corn. In the next 3 months, I'm going to harvest corn. And it's going to be plenty, not just that one seed that I put on the soil. You understand? All right, let's go to the next slide. Let's go to the next slide. So here we're talking about investments. I'm going to talk about investment and everything we're talking about here, except stock. That is not what is except stock. Stock is not in our program, future programs. You understand? So let's talk about the investment. So explore the key types of investment. I believe we can see this. I can zoom it so you can be able to see it. So explore the key types of investment available to you today. One is stock. So a stock it gives you access to companies, to own a share in companies. So ownership in companies, potential for high return. These are the things that comes out, the things that comes on through a stock investment. Market volatility. You understand? So the next one is real estate, which is part of our future programs. Physical property investment in real estate, steady income potential, long-term appreciation. Now, you see this real estate, it is very wonderful. It is very wonderful. And one of the ways you can access real estate in case you don't really have money is through collaboration, which is one of the things we are preaching in the GBM collaboration. A time is going to come when we can invest in real estate. We can have like 30 people, 40 people contribute like $5,000 to buy a property in the real estate and leave it like some years, either a land or a house. A house you can start renting it. You understand? So there are a lot of things you can explore when you have network. You understand? Or when you are part of this family, GBN, it is a feature. It is a feature that you will not like to miss. Yes, because there is a future here. You understand? So in real estate, there is one that you have access to physical property. You understand? It's not an investment where you are not sure of your income. No, you are not. It's that kind of investment. The land that I bought last 2 years, is it? Yeah, last 2 years, I bought it 2.2 million naira, about three plots. The other one was about I think 2.6. Presently, the land value is more than 5 million. The land's value is more than 5 million. So what happened? Because it's a real estate investment, and it is a long term appreciation. It has long term appreciation. So as the year keeps going by, it keeps increasing. You understand? Now, if you build on that land, is a very big investment again, that it will keep generating money for you. You understand? So let's talk about the next one. What is the time we have? Okay, this 37. All right, stock, understanding stocks. So yeah, as a beginner's guide, this is a beginner's guide for understanding what stock is all about. Investing in stock can be a powerful way to grow your wealth. It allows individuals to own a piece of companies and benefit from their financial success over time, making it an exciting opportunity for beginners. You understand? So, but you understand that every investment has a risk. You understand? Every investment has a risk. So, so let's talk about what are stocks. Stocks represent owners ownership in a company and can appreciate in value. So that is what it means. So how to invest? You can invest in stocks through brokerage account or apps easily. You understand? So we are not talking about this particular one, but I'm just telling you the investment that one can do as a beginner. Now, risk and rewards. Investing in stocks carries risk, as I said earlier, but the potential reward can be significant. You understand? It has risk just like every other investment, but the return can be something very big. You understand? All right, let's talk about the next one. Let's talk about exploring real estate investment. So let me zoom it here. So exploring real estate investment. Investing in real estate can provide stable cash flow and long-term appreciation. I think last month I told us of someone that bought a land for 9 million as of is it now 2010. Now that land of 9 million, check 2010 till now is about 15 years, right? Now there are a lot of people that have, in fact, within 1 year, so many people consumed more than 10 million, 20 million. You understand? Like expenses. You understand? And from that 9 years till now, a lot of people have even eaten more than 20, 30, 40 million. That land of 9 million today is more than 75 million naira. There are a lot of people also that started a business, physical business. You understand? That started business with more than 10, 15 million naira, and the business is still struggling till today. You understand? It's not that I'm not telling you that it's bad, no, but there are businesses that started with more than 10 million, and today they are still struggling. But in real estate, there is nothing like fear, provided you have your document and you buy the land from the right source. There is nothing like fear, because definitely you have all the documents and your property is secured. So that land of 9 million as of how many years ago? Just 15 years, 14 years plus, is now 75 million. Imagine doing that kind of investment, and now, let's take for example, you want to sell that land. There is no more land, they have built on it, and if you want to sell that property, it is very huge amount of money. You understand? So if land alone is 70 something million, talk about the property itself. If you want to sell the property. So real estate is something that I will not, I used to tell us this, that The only investment you can say, I want to sell my car. Like one of our member told me that I have said it several times, that he wants to sell his car to buy trading boats. And I told him no. You understand? I told him no. No is not because of any other thing, but I cannot give 100% account, because I am yet to test the whole process. You understand? And that is why I give the room for us to collaborate and get the higher you guys, in order for us to walk through the whole process with a lower risk. Something that will have cost you like 10 million, sorry, I'm talking about millions now. So okay, something that will have cost you like 1 point some 5 million, 2 million naira is costing you lesser amount. Let's say for example, you invest like 50,000, 25,000, 100,000. You cannot compare it to 1 million naira. You understand? You cannot compare it to 1 million naira. Though the person wants to buy the $1,700 account. Yes, I'm not telling you that you trading is not working, but I want every of our committee member to understand how to manage good risk. You understand? So that is why I told him, don't go for that 1,700 alone. Collaborate, let's get it. But if you have money for investment, like normal money for investment, you have that 1,007, you have like 2,000 or 1,500 you want to use for the trading. Good, you can go. You can go with it. But if it's for you to sell your house, sell your car, sell your property just to get it, I'll tell you, no, do not do it. You understand? So real estate is what I have been telling people. If you want to sell your car today, car is a liability. Car is a liability. Sell it, go and buy land. Sell your car, go and buy land. You understand? So you can sell anything and buy land or buy house, but do not sell any property to do investment that you have no account of. You understand? So that is it. So let's talk about the benefits. The benefits are very huge. Now, real estate investments often yield consistent income and tax advantages. Consistent incomes. How? Let's say for example, you buy a house and you rent it out to people. On annual basis, you're getting your money. You understand? And if you have it in a very good location, house now is a hot cake. In fact, it's the best investment you can venture into. You understand? It's the best investment you can venture into. All right, so let's proceed because of our time. Types. So let's talk about options. Includes residential, commercial, and vacation properties to diversify your portfolio. These are the types of real estate investment you can invest in. You understand? So, like the land I'm talking about, the one I bought for 2.2 million naira is residential. The commercial was 2.6 million. 2.6 million. You understand? So, why? Because it's a commercial and the price increases even more faster. You understand? So, let's talk about the consideration. Now, investors should focus on location. If you want to invest in real estate, focus on location, market trends, and financing options. You understand? Focus on location. Where are you? Where do you want to buy the land? If you want to buy land now, you want to buy land. Let's say you are in Lagos, you want to buy land. There is no need for you to go and buy land in Lekki. You are wasting your money. There is no need for you to go and buy land. Say you want to buy land in Ikoyi, you want to buy land in Banana, you want to buy land in you are wasting your money. already that place. Let's say for example, you have a chart. I do not have my this thing here. I do not have my pen here. I will have just show us something. You have a chart, and that chart has a maximum. So you cannot. There is no maximum in terms of appreciation. There is a height it cannot reach. You understand? There is a height it cannot reach. There is no way you can tell me that in the next 3 4 years that a land in Ikoyi will be like 15 million one plot, 15 billion one plot, 15 billion one plot. It's not done. I mean 15 billion. So you can have a land there of 800 million, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 point something billion. There, you understand? So if you want to buy a land presently, you should just go to an area that is still developing, and with your 10 million, 20 million, you can buy excess and leave it there. You understand? Buy excess and leave it there. Buy as much as you can and leave it there. You understand? Secure your property with your document and everything. Secure it. When I say secure, you know what I mean. But get the documents, fence it, and just go your way. Leave it there for a couple of years, and you see what it's going to read for you. All right, so we've talked about the stock and we've talked about the real estate. So let's proceed on our slide. So the next slide, we're talking about cryptocurrency, the new frontier. All right, so this is very amazing because this is where we are into currently, and we are moving higher from this particular point. All right, so cryptocurrency. Let me quickly reduce this. Okay, from here. All right, so sorry for that. So cryptocurrency represents a revolutionary shift in how we perceive money and investments, offering opportunities for young adults to engage with digital currency and grow their financial future in innovative ways. I was going through one of our members. I think the person should be on this call. One of her, I was going through her status yesterday, and I saw someone that is trading cryptocurrency with over 100,000 capital, and in that running trade, um 100 and he has a profit of, I think it should be 60 something thousand. The other one was 11,000. He was screenshotting the progress of the trade, and I think as of the one I saw of BTC, I think it should be around 100 and, is it 90 something or? If you're on this call, please can you drop the amount of that BTC, Mr. Bayer? Can you drop the amount of that BTC? So it was close to 100,000 or more than, or about $100,000. So in cryptocurrency, you can make huge amount of money, especially when you know how to trade. And that is why we are giving room for newbies, beginners, to start their crypto level with a minimal payment or mentorship fee. You understand? So currently our fee has gone to the normal price of $30. $30 for you to know. I'm going to show you why you should be part of this mentorship, because there is a lot of benefits that you're going to be getting, and we are giving you a real strategy. When I say real strategy, we're talking about a strategy that gives you much win than losses. You understand? So if you check our Telegram channel, you see that for a couple of days we have only taken, I think it should be one full loss. The other one I sent the signal. I noticed and I realized it's not. I watched what was happening in the market, and I went and sent them to close to exit the market. It have not even reached our stop loss, but I have seen what is happening, and After that time, it went opposite. You understand? Now, there are things that you have to watch in terms of mentorship. A mentor that follows you up, that makes sure that you are following up on whatever he or she is doing. You understand? It's not just teaching you. We give you access to a life mentorship. We give you signals even as you're learning. We give you signals and we update you. In If you check the Telegram, you see what is happening. I update that Telegram in minutes. Most of the time, if I send a trade, I update it in minutes so that you see that I'm following you up to make sure that you are not left behind. You understand? I make sure that you are, provided your notification, Telegram notification is on, you do not off it, you get my message in real time and you see what is happening and when to close and when to hold. And most of the trade we took even last week is almost win, 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 win. Why? Because of the strategy. You understand? Because of the strategy. I was watching one guy from US who was revealing one of the Nigerian biggest forex trader. You understand? I don't want to mention the name and I don't want to mention the person that was doing the review. He joined his Signal group with I think $75, close to $100 thereabout. And for 1 month he traded with him. One, he said that he did not. The one of the rating he gave him was 3%. Why? He gave a lot of rating, all the statistics. You understand? He said that he doesn't give reasons why he takes trade. You understand? So that is just it. Or you get this 1 minute. But you get reasons, you see reasons why we take trades. We have a working strategy. The only thing you need to know is to learn the strategy and different entries or things that you can see in the market and you will enter. Not every move. We don't trade movement in the market. We trade a strategy. You understand? Right, so that is by the way. So let's come back to where we are. We're talking about cryptocurrency. Is one of the means you can start making money, and um, the investment you can do on this is to get the knowledge. You understand? Pay for the mentorship, gain the knowledge of how to trade cryptocurrency. So let's get to the next one. What is cryptocurrency? Every one of us. Okay, in case for the newbies, cryptocurrency is a digital asset that use blockchain technology for a secure transactions. How to buy crypto? You can purchase cryptocurrency through various exchanges using traditional currency or other assets. And in cryptocurrency, somebody a few months ago was able to make about 90 something thousand dollars with just $4. I know most people on the call or some people might not really believe that, but that is real. And somebody again made 30 something thousand dollars with just $1. Will you believe that? You might not really believe it, but it's real. You understand? But what do you need? Knowledge. What do you need? Knowledge. In that knowledge, you have to invest. You understand? There is no knowledge without investment. So risk also involved in cryptocurrency. Investing in cryptocurrency risk, including market volatility and the potential for loss. So, like the one we had yesterday, we have one loss yesterday in our trade, and that is just it. All right. So let me proceed. Here we have investing in yourself, and this is where I want you to pay attention. Investing in yourself. Now, sorry, other investments are very good, but this is the biggest investment you, and I'm going to show you why. I zoom this so that everybody can be able to see it. Investing in yourself is the most powerful way to grow your potential and achieve personal success. If you can still, for those that attended our last meeting, you will, if you can recall what I said during our presentation, I emphasized mostly in value. I emphasize mostly in value. Why? Because value is what you need to make wealth. When you have value, you have good relationship. Your relationship will give you money. Now, and adding value, you must invest in yourself. Most people choose to put $1,000 in a website to be making $5 every day, forgetting that it's $1,000 that they put there. You understand? And if the website or the system crashes, they lose their money. But the same set of people cannot pay for a course of $200. They look at it as a waste. They look at it as wasting money, never knowing that the one you are is the one that you're using to put into a website. Okay. Please, if you can still hear me, please type 111. I you. So I believe you can. If you can still hear me, please type 111 on the call, on the chat box. I had a little network issue, so I need network. You can still hear me. If you can still hear me, you're on the call. You can still hear me. Can you type 111? Can you type 111 on the call? Sorry. You can still hear me. Hear me? Can you type 111 on the call? Let me confirm.